hello and welcome. Today's exciting episode is a fabric haul. Yes, I have been working on the gold and teal one, but yeah, fabric haul today. Yay! I actually bought these last year, but I only just got around to filming them. It's perfect. Perfect jacket. So I didn't have a whole lot of sewing time today, and yeah, I have been doing a little bit of beading because I was hoping the next episode will be the jacket with all the gold beading on it, but this type of beading just takes so long because every second embellishment, so it goes bead, then stack of sequins, bead, then stack of sequins, and it's two completely different styles of beading mixed. Like you have to do one, then you have to change the way you're holding the thing and to do the other type, and it's complicated. It's going to look gorgeous once it's done, but it's just taking a little longer than expected. So I've decided that we're going to have a fabric haul. This is a Liberty of London print, and it's got pheasants in it, the birds. And I don't know, it's supposed to be an orchard, and typically with orchards or with farms, there's like an orchard or a big manor. There's a garden, a vegetable garden and an orchard. They're sort of walled in, and so that, you know, it's got its own little microclimate. And because it's a safe space and the foxes can't get in, there's often pheasants, like birds, in there as well. And they just sort of peck on the apples that drop and, you know, eat the worms and things like that. So that's sort of the basis of this design. And yeah, I just like the pheasants and all the different fruit flowers that are, you know. So yeah, I originally bought it to make a shirt, but I think I might make a dress out of it. I have another Liberty fabric I'll show you a little bit later on, and I think I'll pair the two together and make a dress out of, like, by mixing both of them together. So this is a sort of a decorative fabric, like interior design fabric. So but I'm going to make a jacket out of it. I just got 1 yard, and it's flowers, indoor plants, moss, and I don't know, and it's got bird of paradise flowers, and it's like a velvet sort of thing. And yeah, if you've seen my Kandinsky jacket that I made in December, here it is. I mean, they're kind of the same. They're both interior design fabrics and in the velvet sort of style. So that sort of thick pile. That's, yeah. This fabric also kind of reminds me of my Comme des Garçons jacket that I made with the big puffy sleeves. It's in the intro. And yeah, so I think I'll make this, and then I'll probably only bead it with clear and sort of transparent beads on the bits where there's no plants or flowers, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting, so I bought it. So next up we have, another Liberty fabric, I think. Yeah. Oh, this one's pretty. I think it's called Merchant something or other. And it's just, I like that mustard gold mixed with the sort of really dark, deep red, the tealy green leaves and the blue. Actually, I think it will go quite well with this jacket. But if I ever finish it, I swear, this beading is just taking so long. I put so much time into it last month, and then I sort of put it aside to do some other things this month. But yeah, so I bought this to make another shirt with, but yeah, I'm just not in the mood to make shirts. Maybe I'll make a couple. This fabric would be good as a shirt. So maybe I'll do that, or I'll make it into a dress. Dresses are more fun than shirts, I think. Anyway, so next up we have, I can't remember, I kept swapping the order, so I can't remember if I took the one from the top or, this is a Japanese cotton. Isn't it pretty? So it's kind of like a cotton lawn, so it's a nice crisp cotton, but it's, I mean, you can see the second layer underneath it. It's lovely though. And I just think it looks like a nice grandpa shirt, like a nice vintage shirt that you buy at a vintage clothing store. So I bought, I can't remember, 8 or 10 yards of it because I've got a couple of historic dresses and I was like, oh, maybe I'll make one of them. And then I was like, actually, this will make a gorgeous baggy shirt, like an oversized shirt. Plus, like that will only take 2 yards because it's full width, fashion width. And then with the other 6 or 8 yards, I can't remember how much I bought. I'll make a maxi dress maybe, or one of the historical costume patterns that I have. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's beautiful. Like I'll just make a mock-up and then after I've made that, I'll unpick it and make it again as a maxi dress or a layer cake dress. This is the orange one. So it's when I hit 500,000 views on YouTube a couple of months ago, well, more than that, a while ago now, I traditionally you buy an orange to celebrate things historically, and I was like, oh, there's a Liberty of London print that's got oranges in it. So yeah, I bought this, but I think it goes really well. Oh, it goes nicely with that decorative fabric, but I thought I've only got 2 yards of this and I was going to make a shirt out of it, but as I said, I've kind of gone off shirts. But I think it looks really good with the pheasant one because they sort of have the same color base, sort of same. I mean, they're a bit different, but generally speaking, like the moths in one pick up on the red trees in the other, and they've both got orange flowers in them. So, and I could use, like if I made a layer cake maxi dress out of these 3 fabrics, that would be cute. And it would mean that the skirt was much fuller. Maybe I'll do that. And also, if you sort of break up the Liberty print, then it looks a bit, I don't know, you notice them more. This is another Liberty print. And again, I bought it to make a shirt out of. And I always love pink and green, and I think they look adorable together with the little bits of red in there as well. And I just thought it was a little bit unusual because it's kind of a tealy green rather than the standard Kelly green that I usually, like, I absolutely love. So yeah, as I said, I bought it to make a shirt out of. But I mean, I don't know, if I paired those two together, that might make an interesting dress. I'm not sure that they exactly go, but I don't know. I like things that kind of clash anyway, so maybe. One's sort of a cream base. The Liberty one's a cream base, whereas the other one's very much a white base. So I'm not sure. We'll see. Anyway, the next one is hydrangeas, and one of the next month is February. So obviously my it's Valentine's Day is the obvious theme. So I was going to do a couple of different rom-coms throughout and just pick out things inspired by that. And yeah, so this one was for a particular movie. I've got a particular movie in mind with there's like this vase of hydrangeas behind the 2 characters who were talking in one scene, and it's tenuous link. Anyway, and I had these beads out from last episode, and I was like, I don't know if I'll put floral beads on a flower fabric though. I think that's a bit too much, a bit too try hard. The gold do look interesting though. I hadn't thought of gold, but I have them out because I'm beading that gold one at the moment. That's something to think about. Or, of course, I do have these gorgeous jade green beads or some sort of grass green beads that are transparent that I think would look really good on it. So we'll see. I'll have to make the jacket first because fabrics change a bit once you make them into a jacket. Anyway, so next we have, after Halloween, I bought some fabrics just because they were on clearance. So I've got 3, I think I have a few more of them, but there's 3 here. There's the candy corn, and I wanted 3 yards of this, but then they only had 2 in the end, so I just got 2 yards. I was going to do that Vogue dress from 1939, but you need 3 yards to do that dress, so I guess I won't be doing that with the candy corn. I guess I could mix it with plain black and make a vintage 3-tier dress out of it, just with a standard bodice. like a standard pullover bodice, or I guess I could make this dress, and as long as the back of the bodice was plain black and one of the panels in the back was plain black, then I could make that. I don't know. I think it'd be better as the vintage one with, rings of black around the skirt, but most of it candy corn. I don't know. I just thought I don't like candy corn, but I like the colours of it, and I think I just like the idea of candy. Anyway, so the other two are a green one with white ghosts on it. I just thought it was nice and bright. And I bought this to make a shirt. So there's only 2 yards of it, so not 3 yards to make. Most vintage dresses need 3 or 4 yards. So what I could do is I've got 2 yards of each of these green ones, and I could mix them together in layers to make a vintage dress, like one of the ones that I made earlier this month. And that would be cute, I think. That would be really cute because they're sort of both bright greens but different sort of intensities. So, yeah, I think they actually look quite cute together. A little bit clashy, but quite cute. These two actually look nice together. That Liberty of London one with and then I could put the other pink and green and black one with the bright green and white, and well, it's kind of got a little bit of black on there. Maybe. We shall see. Or I could mix all 4 together and make it a mega maxi dress, like the yellow vintage Valentino one that I made back in May. Anyway, we have one left. It's another Halloween one, and it's got, I don't know, I thought it seemed a little bit vaguely Gucci-esque because it's got snakes and moths on there. And it just occurred to me, like a couple of episodes, I got out all my cotton lawns to try and mix and match them together. And I had these 3 and I'm like, oh, they kind of go together, sort of. But if you add this sort of weird glitchy Halloween one in there, then it all makes sense. So maybe subconsciously that was what I was thinking at the time. But these 4 look so awesome together. And because there's 2 yards of each, that's 8 yards, which is a maxi dress. And yeah, I think these will look awesome. So I might pop them aside and then in May or June, make a maxi dress out of these. And that'll be gorgeous. Anyway, I think that's it for, I have to go back to doing some beading. Honestly, these sleeves are so tricky. I even use a different pattern than my normal Vogue 7975 because this one has more ease in the sleeves, so they're baggier, and there is more room in there to sort of get your hands around and try and do the beading, but oh my goodness, it's still so tricky. Oh, I was looking at my handbags and I remembered I have this clutch. It's actually leather, but it looks like, I think they've punched it so that it looks like an alligator skin. And yeah, I think it will go beautifully with this jacket if and when I ever actually finish it. But yeah, I'm using up a lot of beads and sequins when I make this, so that is a good thing. And yeah, I think it looks great with this clutch. It's so cool. Well, anyway, that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. First, I showed you the Liberty of London print with the orchard tree, fruit trees, and the pheasants wandering around underneath them. Then we had the interior design fabric with the moss and the tropical flowers and leaves. Then we had another Liberty of London. It's called Merchant Garden or Merchant Way, something like that. I love the gold, mustard gold in that one. Then we had that vintage looking Japanese cotton, and oh, these 3 look gorgeous together. The orange orchard one with more moths in it. Then we had another velvet decorative fabric that I'm going to turn into a jacket with hydrangeas on, blue hydrangeas on there. Then there were the 3 quilting cottons with Halloween prints on them. I quite like the 2 green ones together, maybe those 2 into a dress. And the 3 florals and the 1 Halloweeny Gucci one. I think they'll look really good together. And the candy corn, I think I just like saying candy corn. Anyway, that is it for this episode. Thanks again for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you've been inspired to rifle through your own fabric stash, get out some fabrics that you've had for years or months, and make a lovely dress from them. I am, now that I've finished editing this and doing the voiceover, I am going to try and do another hour or two of beading on that jacket. I do not know how I'm going to get that done by the end of tomorrow, but fingers crossed. Let's see how I go. Okay, see you later. Happy sewing.